Hello, everybody. All right, we should be live. All right, we're live. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. So the Montreal Canadiens played today. Well, tonight, I should say, against the Arizona Coyotes. The first game of a six-game homestand, and big surprise, we ended up losing. Um, it was not a pretty game. It was 6-3. But god damn it, it could have been worse. It absolutely could have been worse for both sides, honestly. Bob Cannon, Cameron, how's it going, my guys? Randy, stating it again. Montebo has been subpar the last few losses. 4 goals and 7 shots is unacceptable. Randy, I mean, here's the thing. Two of the goals you cannot blame on Montembeau. That has to be blamed on Petrie and I think it was Romanoff. No, third goal, who was that? I think that was Kulak, maybe? I forget who it was, but you have to blame Petrie on that second goal. And the third goal, the Nick Ritchie goal, I think that was actually Petrie again. I think that was Petrie again on the Nick Ritchie goal. Even then, you really probably can't blame Montembeau on that. It's a breakaway. Montembeau can't read the guy's mind. I'm starting to give goaltenders a little bit more lenience on when they allow goals on breakaways like that, unless it's just like a legitimately really bad shot. But that was just a good snipe in my opinion by Barrett Hayton. The first goal you could definitely put on Montembeau, but after that, I don't think you can put any of them on him, Randy. So you can bad games outweighs good games this year. I would have to disagree personally. I think since St. Louis been our head coach, he's gotten a lot better in my opinion. It's just here's the thing, Randy, as well. He also just came off playing both halves of a back to back. So yeah. Aaron, I don't know if you saw Yager's congrats speech to Ovi. I did not. But at the end, he teased a possible comeback. Yager to Habs 2022. Darkness, if we could get Yarmer Yager for a bottom six role to help our young guys out, god damn it. We don't have Bergevin anymore, and apparently him and Yager don't like each other or something like that. If we wanted to get, even though we do want to get younger, if we can get Yager for a bottom six role, maybe given a PTO, I'd be 100% down for that next season. Would love that. I would love that. Top Shelf, how's it going, my guy? Thank you for coming by. Boyer, how's it going, my guys? The opening lines for the Montreal Canadiens are Hoffman, Suzuki, Gallagher, Lehkonen, Pitlick, Caufield, Byron, Evans, Armia, and Pezzetta, Dauphin, Perreault. Edmondson, Petrie, Romanoff, Kulak, and Sheneman, Weidman were the defense pairings. You guys are probably noticing. A lot of names missing. We'll get to that soon. Samuel Montembeau gets the start in net. I put Caden Primo backs him up, keeps backing him up as he's been not ready. Who would have thought? I was at the game tonight. Love the energy, but everyone left at 5 minutes. Really? Top Shelf, why did everybody leave? Is it because Leafs were up 2-0 that early? If a goal from Caulfield with assist by Yager and Byron happened, oh yeah, Darkness, or a goal by Yager or Byron with those two assists, god damn it, yeah, I would bust so much the world would, my guy. Easy to blame on certain goals, whether fault or no fault, but he should get some blame to try and be better. Randy, I don't think he should get blame at all to be better, because like here's the thing. What's he supposed to do on the third goal? Petrie doesn't have Nick Ritchie covered. He's wide open. Okay, yeah, Montembeau, slide over. How is he supposed to know Nick Ritchie's going to get the puck? If he slides and it's a fake shot, then boom, there's a wide open net. That second goal, which was the fucking second goal. I got to start doing that. Let me look through my notes real quick. Oh, Anton Stralman. Yeah, sure, he was kind of out of position, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is that with the second goal, it was literally like a turnover. Montembeau barely had enough time to even get into position because we had the puck. Boom, then it's turned over to Anton Stralman, and he gets the goal. I don't think there's any way you can put blame on Montembeau on that second and third goal, in my opinion. Maybe the fourth one, okay. Fourth one maybe because it's a breakaway, but I don't think you can easily say, oh, Montembeau is the reason. I don't think you can say like, oh, easily Montembeau is the reason we lost tonight. I don't think that you could say that. I know you're not saying it, but I'm just saying I don't think if anyone is saying that, I don't think they should be saying it. I don't think Allen or Price would have the same result being down 4-1. Well, Randy, Allen or Price wouldn't have the chance to stay in net because I'm pretty sure just like just like Monty tonight, they would probably be pulled after the first period if they were up 4-1. In the third, yeah, okay, top 12. I mean, it's understandable. You guys were up what 3-0 at that point, 2-0 still, 3-0. I think like that's kind of understandable. Carter, how's it going, my guy? I think you were coming by. The way you were saying that means if Price or Allen plays in every game that Montembeau played in, the same result would happen. No, Randy, I'm not saying that. I'm saying since Montembeau has been under St. Louis, he's gotten better. You can't say Montembeau's not a good goaltender because he is a good goaltender. He's had some great games. In my opinion, I thought playing him back to back was very dangerous. It ended up working out because we won the second game. I think we lost the first one. I think it was a shootout. Yeah, we lost in the shootout, and then we um and then we and then we fucking we beat Philly the second half. I don't know why I'm blanking on the team that we beat. But like you can't. I don't think you can say Monty is not a good goaltender. He's a decent netminder. He's gonna get better. Dude's only like what 24, 25, something like that. Goaltenders take a lot longer to develop than regular forwards and defensemen. So by the time he's 27, 28, he could be a nice viable backup for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not saying he's gonna be a starter, but I think a good backup, maybe a 1A, 1B, Jake Allen-esque, just a worse version of Allen. Yeah, he could be that. But I think he could be at least a good NHL in the future. You're streaming Jets versus Knight right now. Hey, let's go, Jets. Beat those goddamn golden refs. Hell yeah. Petrie can be very weak defensively at times. No, Petrie is always very weak defensively. All the time. Every demon in the world knows you take the guy without the puck to stop a cross-crease pass. No, Petrie never remembers that. It's like every single goal Petrie's on the ice for. It's almost like every single one is a cross-crease. It seems like it's obviously not, but it seems like every single goal that Petrie's on the ice for is somehow a cross crease. He's terrible. He is terrible. I hate Jeff Petrie defensively. He's okay offensively. He's not anything special, but meh. Mark my words, Monty will not be back on Habs uniform. Well, given that Allen, I don't think is set to be back yet. I think he's still another week or so out. Yeah, no, Montembeau kind of has to be back in Habs. I'm just saying he's a decent netminder, Like, my guy, I was just trying to be nice. Hey, Bob, don't worry about it, my guy. I understand you're trying to be kind, but goddamn, Petrie is one of the worst defensemen that plays defense. He's one of the weakest defensively, one of the worst defensively weak, one of the most defensively weak defensemen in the NHL. That's where we go. Worst version of Allen, wouldn't want that. I mean, hey, Randy, given Allen has been one of the best goaltenders, was one of the best goaltenders, but year? I think it was 2017, and is a really goddamn good 1A, 1B starter. I'd want that on my team if he's a worse version of that. I'd want that as my backup. I find it weird. Everybody was saying, "Oh yeah, Allen's gonna be so good. Allen's gonna be so good," and now people are shitting on Allen for literally no fucking reason. Like, come on. Like, I find it funny. People will defend Price, will defend Montembeau, will even defend Primo. Because did you see the not necessarily Price, but if he were playing this season, would be defending him like, you can't really blame the goaltender because have you seen the team in front of him? Because Ducharme was this and that. But with Allen, it's like, oh wow, Allen's been fucking trash. And he's like, no, it's the team that's in front of him. My guy. I'm going to like this video and I will mark this next year and remind you and the streamers about this. All right, Randy. All right. Well, keep in mind, Randy, Montembeau might not be back in a Habs jersey necessarily next year, but that's because I think his stats are going to be very bad this year because of the team in front of him and under Ducharme. I don't think there's a way he can really fix that unless he did really, really goddamn good compared to what he's been doing, playing pretty good. Plus, we're probably going to have Price and Allen in net next year unless A, Price can't return, or B, we trade Allen, which I don't think we want to. I think we do want to keep Price now as your goaltending tandem. And unless one of them gets hurt, then Montembeau's probably a third goaltender. So there actually is probably a good chance that he does get a game next year because Price and Allen both like getting hurt for at least one game. At least one game. Plus, at the end of the season, regardless if we're in or out of the playoffs, we'll probably be scratching Price and or Allen to rest them and giving Montembeau and Primo games. So I'm going to say, yeah, Montembeau probably sees at least one game next year for the Canadiens. The opening lines for the Coyotes were Keller, Boyd, Schmaltz, Galchenyuk, Nash, and Kessel. Riley, not Rick, by the way. Ritchie, Hayton, Erickson, and McCallie, Fisher, and Krause. I did not see McCallie at all in this game. So I don't know if he was replaced by someone at the last minute or he just was that unnoticeable. But yeah, Gosh to spare, Mayo, Moser, Stralman, and Capobianco, and Colma Chonok were the defense pairings. Coyotes clearly going the fuck you and your pronunciations. Here's our defense core strategy of dressing defensemen. I put Lucas, but it's Carl Valmelka gets a start as he has been very, very good this season. Scott Wedgwood backs him up as he stole the game last night against the Ottawa Senators. I think Monty will be the backup next year. I think Allen gets traded. I don't know if I see Allen getting traded. If we want to try contending next year, which is not necessarily contending, but if we want to try to get back to at least being a playoff contender next year, which is something that we apparently want to start doing again next year. This is like pretty much a 1-year rebuild. Then I do think we'd want to go with Price and Allen as a goaltending, especially because Allen is extremely cheap for what is essentially supposed to be a 1A, 1B starting tandem. So I think Allen does stay for the backup. But if he does get traded, then yeah, I could see Montembeau being the backup. The only issue is at that point, then we're probably back to Carey Price playing 60, 65 games in the backup, only getting 15 to 20. And, with Allen, I do think it would probably be more of a, not necessarily a 40-40 split, but probably like not necessarily 50-30. Actually, no, because 50-30 I do think is pretty fair. 50-30 is pretty fair. So, yeah, I do think we'd want to keep Price and Allen, especially if one of the goaltenders gets hurt. Then, if Price gets hurt, for example, then it's like, all right, no problem. We got Allen. We can rely on as a starter, like what happened, I believe part of last year, I think that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened part of last year. Yeah, Price came back for like the final 3 games, and then boom, rode him into the playoffs. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember. That's what happened. So if Price gets hurt, then it's like, all right, no problem. We got Allen. And then if Allen gets hurt, it's like, all right, cool. We got Price as the starter. If Allen gets hurt, not Price, I should say. Okay, cool. We got Price their starter. No problem. We got Montembeau as our backup. That's okay. Don't want to shit on Montembeau, but his save percentage isn't something to be proud of, especially the last 8 to 10 games. Well, Randy, what about his goals against average? How many shots has he faced, and how many quality saves has he made? Because he single-handedly, in my opinion, stole that game against the Oilers with that first period save on Draisaitl and McDavid. That was one of the saves of the year, in my opinion. So, Allen's trade value is low because he's been injured more than he's played. But Randy, here's the thing. Jake Allen went for, I think it was a 4th or 5th or something like that when he was a pending UFA. Technically a 7th, but it was a 7th round pick swap. It was nothing special. But he went for a 4th round pick as a pending UFA, which is kind of high for someone who's about to be a pending UFA. No. No, he went for a 4th making $5 million because St. Louis was shredding cap. If they were wanting to shred that $5 million in cap space, just imagine what the Montreal Canadiens get. Just imagine what the Canadiens could get with him making $3 million less and him being a very damn good 1A, 1B. Imagine how much a team like the Oilers would pay for that as their starting goaltender, for example. Poker game, Monty got that. So you're saying that the past 3 or 4 games that Monty's won have all been poker games? Because he's kind of stolen those. Gabriel, how's it going, my guy? Much appreciated that you guys would be coming by. Appreciate it. Before the game, Ben Sherratt is scratched from this game. It seems like he's going to be scratched up until Monday. I don't know. I forget if we play Monday or what's going on. Actually, I should probably look it up. Oiler game. Randy, I wouldn't say just the Oilers game. I'd say the past 3-4 games that he's won, he's been pretty good. Yeah, Sandwich, he can be better. Oiler game, Monty got that. Yes, I agree with you, Randy. I agree. I would agree with you. He can be better. Sandwich, yeah, I mean, technically every goaltender can be better. But here's the thing. I think it's pretty solid. I think it's pretty solid how Montem has been playing. I think he definitely has more potential to grow, but he's playing good now. I do think he is. Holy shit, boys. We play the goddamn Bruins on trade deadline day. My comment matched with my last comment. Oh, Allen can be better, I guess. Okay, I see what you mean. Damn, you won Tank Bowl? Yes, we did, Jack Olson. Currently worst team in the league. Hell yeah, baby. So yeah, guys, our next games are Thursday against the Stars at home, Saturday at home against the Senators. Monday, trade deadline day against the Bruins. Thursday, surprisingly, a little bit of a break there. Thursday against the Panthers. Then it's next Saturday or next Thursday against the Panthers at home. Then it is next Saturday against the Maple Leafs. And then next Sunday, we are in Jersey. On Tuesday, the 29th, we're against Florida in Florida. And then on the 31st to end March, we are in Carolina. And then we have literally an entire month. Actually, from the Panthers game, it's literally a month until our season is done. Our season ends. Ironically, we play March 29th in Florida, and then April 29th, we play at home against Florida. Sorry, boys. I just had to sneeze. Caufield, a shining point. I would agree, Randy. I would agree for sure. Armia's got to go. Lemonhead, I mean, he just had a 2-point game. So, I mean, yeah, I guess his value is the highest it's been all season. I guess you could say that. Thank you for the flower. Without him, the Hawks would be losing 10-0. But it's scoreless after 2. Thank you for the flower. Without him, the Hawks would be losing 10-0, but it's scoreless after 2. Hey, Windy City, how's it going, my guy? What do you mean? Thank you for the flower. I don't think Montreal traded you flower. The Yotes have 35 goals in their last 6 games. Holy shit, that's actually really goddamn good. Wow, that is really goddamn good. God damn. Holy shit, 6 games. That's like Colorado stats right there. God damn. So yeah, Ben Sherrod is going to be scratched from this game 100%. I'm saying thank you, Flower. Oh, thank you for Flower. Oh, goddamn. Well, still, holy shit, you guys will be losing 10-0 without him. Holy shit. I mean, hey, Nick, you guys should be happy that you guys have Flower and feel really bad that you are probably trading him at the deadline. I'll be honest. I see Flower going. Whew. So yeah, Ben Sherrod is scratched 100%. He is getting traded in the next week. Thoughts on KK signing 8 years? Lemonhead, it's a hilarious ass contract. Looks like Maple Leafs got a goalie in Calgren. Yeah, Randy, they have a goaltender until they massively overuse him, thinking that he can be a starting goaltender in the NHL, and he turns into fucking liquid shit next year. Next, Jack Campbell. He has 1 good year. From the reports in Chicago, Flower doesn't want to be traded. Didn't Flower also not want to be traded from Vegas? So I mean, we saw how well that turned out for him. I mean, at least Chicago was actually classy. I will give them that, actually. But thoughts on KK signing 8 years? I think it's hilarious that Carolina is signing a 4th liner who has potential to be a fringe 2nd liner to 8 years at $4 million per or something like that, $4 million. I find it funny that Canes fans are probably like, oh, yeah, we win that, no doubt. I just find it incredibly I find it incredibly funny. I find it incredibly funny that um funny. I think it's funny that Carolina fans are just like, oh yeah, we win that KK offers you. It's like, no, you get a 3rd liner and you traded a 1st and a 3rd. That 1st we then moved to get Christian Dvorak, who's a legitimate 2nd line center. Canes fans are funny, man. Does Carolina even really have fans? Ovi scores a milestone. Yeah, Randy, I did see that. Yeah, Randy passed Yager today, unfortunately. On an unrelated note, who's that dude superimposed in the lower right part of your vid feed? Fuck do you mean, Randy? Randy, what do you mean? Are you talking about like the figures? Are you talking about? Oh, I see. Oh, that's Alexis Lafreniere. That's Alexis Lafreniere. I got for Christmas that Alexis Lafreniere collection of like 13 rookie cards or whatever it was. My parents got that for me for Christmas, and no, yeah, they got that for me for Christmas, and it's been sealed. Not Alexis on the right. You mean you mean McDavid and Matthews? Do you mean McDavid and Matthews? Is that who you're talking about? Superimposed in the lower right part. Okay, so I'm here, not in your room. Who is that dude superimposed in the lower right part of your vid feed? Okay, so I do this. Nah. Okay, wait. Okay, so the way you guys are seeing, yeah, the sponge mic, some pic of a dude wearing shades. Some pic of a dude wearing shades. Who is that dude superimposed in the lower right part of your vid feed? In the lower right part of my vid feed. The dude wearing shades. Some pic of a dude. What are you. Bob, are you high? Do you have some of that good kush? Because I might need some. What the fuck? Superimposed on the screen. Superimposed on the screen. Some pic of a shades. I wish. Yeah, Bob, I don't like what the fuck? Lower right corner. Okay, so right corner. Right corner. Some pic of a dude wearing shades. Oh. Is it this dude? This dude? Is it this dude? I hope it's this dude. Is this who you're talking about, Randy? Or Bob? Is this the thing you're talking about? Because this is the only thing I have in my room that looks like they're wearing shades. No? What the fuck? Guys, am I retarded? Am I dumb? What are we talking about? Lower right corner of a dude wearing shades. Okay, what are we talking about here? I feel like Randy is just like trolling me or something. Oh, by the way, boys, I finally found it. I've been looking for that for a while. All right, all right. From where I'm standing, yeah, I don't know. It's on the YouTube screen that I'm watching you on right now. Oh, in down here. Okay, down here, the Tourette's guy. Okay, Randy. That's the like you know how certain YouTubers. Okay, you know how certain YouTubers give you that like like for example, me it'd be like the HR logo. Like for example, if you click on that I think gives you a link to subscribe. So I think if you just click on like that Tourette's guy, it's a guy called the Tourette's guy. He does a bit where he has Tourette's. He's fucking hilarious. But I forget. I don't know if it's in this corner or this corner. I'm gonna assume it's in this corner because why not? And I'm pointing in the completely different direction because I had it previously. I guarantee. But yeah, it's the Tourette's guy. If you press on it, it just gives you like a little link to subscribe, I think, or it gives you a link to the channel or something like that. No problem, Bob. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I forgot I made the Tourette's guy my little subscriber logo thingy. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. I'm dumb. Holy shit. Yeah, I really am retarded. I swear to God. Oh my God. Thank you, Bob, for letting me know. Jesus. All right. Ryan Paling is out indefinitely. Unfortunately, Druin and Dvorak are both back at practice, but have not been given the okay to return to action. They're back at practice in regular jerseys, I should say. On a related topic, can I get some of that kush from you later? Bob, DM me on Twitter, baby. DM me on Twitter. Josh Anderson was out at the last minute. He had a rehab day today, apparently. So he's out with a lower body injury. It was taken out kind of like 10 minutes before the game. It must have been because when I looked at the things earlier, like the lines and whatever, or like what was going on with the Habs because they had like a practice today before the game. They like, oh, Josh Anderson's just out with like a therapy day or whatever. So very interesting. Coyotes brought the opening faceoff. They looked really good. Armia then ran into Velamelka. There was a delayed penalty, but they score first. Barrett Hayton goes 5-hole on Montembeault. That is one he absolutely needs to have. It's a they score first. Barrett Hayton goes 5-hole on Montembeault. That is one he absolutely needs to have. It's a Louis Eriksson assist, and it was 1-0 Coyotes. Even though we lost, still happy because I want to draft number one. Can we talk about those Caufield shots? Yeah, JM, my guy. Caufield, my guy. Just guys, if you haven't looked it up yet, if you guys haven't seen it yet, Caufield had two fucking beautiful shots, my guy. Had two fucking just beautiful snipes. Like goddamn, like Caufield would have been a 30-goal scorer this year if St. Louis was the head coach the whole year. I guarantee it. Cole Caufield would have scored 30 this year if St. Louis was the head coach the whole season. Caufield, such a beautiful shot. And apparently, I was looking it up because I was looking up the Canadiens for like the standings or something a minute ago. Marty St. Louis compared Caufield's shot to that of fucking Steven Stamkos. So this is high fucking praise for Cole Caufield. If he's comparing him if he's getting compared to a 60 goal scorer, but then again, to be fair, I compared him to one of the best goal scorers of all time in Guy Lafleur last stream, so yeah. But if he's getting compared to yeah, but if he's getting compared to a 60 goal scorer in Steven Stamkos, holy shit. Caufield, Suzuki, Anderson, Slavkovsky, Farrell, Watt. Yeah, that top six is just so good. I would agree, Lemonhead. That top six is just wow. You hope that we keep Anderson? Wolverine, absolutely. He might disappear sometimes, but he never seems like he never seems like he isn't giving it 100%. You guys get what I mean? He always seems like he is giving it 100% each and every game, each and every shift. Love Anderson. He grew up a Leafs fan. And if you guys haven't seen that little like 5-minute documentary they did on like hometown heroes for Anderson, look it up because that was really, really cool. That was really cool watching that, and it was really awesome. Yeah, I like his style of play. I think he's a good hitter. He's a good goal scorer. He's a good setup guy. He's really fast, throws the body. Love Anderson. Would love to keep him in Montreal. Really, really liking Anderson. So yeah, 1-0 Coyotes. And then it's 2-0 shortly afterwards. A very, very bad turnover by the Habs leads to Anton Stralman getting it 2-0. Petrie was on the ice for both goals. I thought that was very interesting to note. Goddamn, who would have thought it would be very, very well worthy to note later. Habs then went to the power play right off the faceoff. Galchenyuk is called for hooking. It looked very, very weak of a penalty. But Canadiens didn't get much on it. Caufield was nearly found by Suzuki, but it just got out of the zone. 0-for-1 on the power play tonight. Canadians got some more looks. Nothing for them. As they were starting to get the legs pumping, they were starting to get a little fast. Fair to say that Ducharme stole Caufield's chance at the Calder. Yes, Raymond and Sider are solid, but if Caufield would have played the entire season like that, oh yeah, JM. I think the top three for the Calder probably would have been Sider. Probably would have been Sider, Zegras, and Caufield. I do think that would have been the top three at the end of the year. Zegras is starting to fall off a little bit, but I think that kid legitimately is going to be a top 10 player in the NHL in the future. I fucking love Trevor Zegras. If the Canadiens could have picked him up, I would have been so happy. But I think he went like 8th overall in, I want to say, Caufield's draft. So, I'd rather Caufield, even though I don't think he's going to be as good as an overall player as Zegras. I just think he's going to be a better fast guy and a better goal scorer. Who knows? Maybe a better playmaker because Caufield has been known to the puck sometimes. But yeah, I definitely think Ducharme stole Caufield's chances. I would have been happy even with just a nomination. Like if he won it, obviously I would have been like, oh my god, yeah, I would have been super happy. But if he'd even just gotten nommed, I would have been like, that's a season. That's best season, them and went to overtime and lost there or a shootout because we would have at least gotten a point out of it. Like I would have liked to come back, especially after the Caufield goals. He put his heart and soul into the ice. It was nice. Suzuki captain Anderson A. Evans 8. That works for me. Lemonhead. I mean, I think maybe giving the Anderson maybe the C for a year or two just to get Suzuki really ready. I've never been a big fan of putting the C on a 21-year-old. I always prefer not necessarily like 34, 35, but like, someone like Anderson, 27, 28. He's incredibly mature. He's very well-rounded. He knows what to do in those situations. I just think giving Suzuki another maybe 2-3 years, something like that, to let him get into that situation, then giving him the C, well, I think that'd be perfect. Randy, the other Habs lost stream was 90 seconds long because the fucking Wi-Fi was garbage. So, yeah. Dvorak hasn't shown us. Well, Randy, keep in mind, he was playing under Ducharme, and he was also adjusting to the Canadian style of play. So, yeah, I think next year is when he's going to start really, really showing himself as to what he can be as a second-line center in Montreal, I think. Zegras went 9th. Thank you, Gabriel. I want right so badly. Let's go another loss equals a W. Joey, yeah, you can see it like that. If Caufield becomes similar to Stamkos and Suzuki Bergeron, that's good. Like, Jesus Christ. If you get Stamkos and Bergeron 2.0, you should win a cup. Like, in the next decade, because you're going to have the depth. You're not going to be Edmonton where it's literally just Draisaitl trying to drag his team to a fucking playoff spot with Mikko Koskinen as a starter. It's not just going to be that. It's going to be hey, we have the next Stamkos in Caulfield, and we have the next Bergeron in Suzuki. I think that's really good too, Lemonhead. And we're gonna have the depth. We have the top six. We're gonna have the defense. We're gonna have the net minding. And yeah, it's just going to be overall a really damn good time for the Canadians. I'm going to be extremely happy with what we get out of him. Out of and yeah, it's going to be really fun. So yeah. Um Come on. What the fuck are you do? What the fuck is going on? Come on. Jesus fucking Christ. Why is the stream going on? Um Come on, what the fuck? Why is the stream just acting up now? Come the fuck on, you dumb fucking bitch. Come on. But yeah, I Lemonhead, I'd agree. I'd rather Slavkovsky over Rick. That's understandable. Enough Ducharme exclude. Well, Randy, too bad. Too bad because it is Ducharme's fault this season. This season is really Ducharme's fault. Being picky before one isn't Marty St. Louis' fault. I'm not saying it is. More on Monty not being counted on when needed to be tight with the second last place team in Arizona. But more on Monty not being counted on when needed to be tight. Here's Randy. It's the fucking defense, my guy. By the way, can you guys still see and hear me? I'm hoping you guys can. And this YouTube is just being a fucking bitch for no reason. Um, you know, but yeah, I mean, Randy, I would say it's the defense on goal 2 and 3 again. You can put it on Monty all you want, but those second and third goals are not okay. I'm guessing you guys can see and hear me because Randy's responding to my Ducharme comment. So I'm assuming you guys can still see and hear me. So there, I guess YouTube's just being a bitch for no reason. So yeah, if you guys were wondering why I was silent there for a minute, it's because it said my connection's unstable and I was trying to close out other tabs that I had open to try and help it. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, here's so for me, I don't think you can put it on Monty tonight. Imagine we draft Bedard next year. Would we? No way, JC. There's no chance we're drafting Bedard next year. There's no chance there's no chance we're getting Bedard next year. But yeah, with the way Montreal's playing, we cannot finish last in the league. There's no chance we do next year. I think we can all agree that the season was a lost season on many levels. Yes, Ducharme and Bergie situations were not good for wins on the ice. But yes, it did also delay player development like 14 and 22 for sure, Bob. I am glad that we did fire Ducharme when we did because it could have been much worse. I do think it's only going to take probably half a season to repair 14 and 22. I'm just going to turn the camera down a little bit. There we go. But to recover them, I think it is only going to take half a season. But we'll see. It definitely sucks for delayed player development, but we'll see. Maybe this is a good thing in disguise. So if it wasn't for Ducharme, then Habs would be top 10 team. No, Randy, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we'd be a top 10 team, but we wouldn't be where we are right now. If St. Louis, for example, somehow say the head coach from the beginning of the year, are we a top 10 team? You can't say no way because there is always that possibility. I don't think we are, but there is always that possibility. But I do think we are at least a fringe playoff team. We're at least in the hunt, I would think. I would definitely think, and exactly what Bro said, if we had St. Louis at the start of the year, our points would be similar to Columbus, maybe in the 60s, just below 500, competing for that wild card spot. I would agree with Bros there. We would be a fringe playoff team with serious potential for the future instead of just we're really bad with very good potential for the future. Yeah, exactly, Bob. Yeah, but Sherrod out of the lineup, the defense did not look like they knew what to do. Like, I think it's going to be interesting. Hey, there we go. We're finally back. I think it is going to be very interesting to see what we do in the future when we do trade Ben Sherrod to see what happens with him out of the lineup. Had to go in and out of the stream to stop him from cutting out. No problem, Randy. Understandable. Gallagher then gets knocked into the net. Coyotes go back the other way. They get a chance. Don't forget Montreal had the most key players. Yes, key players. Yes, exactly. We had the most man games lost to injury and COVID. We did have that. So yeah, that definitely does explain along with Ducharme's garbage coaching. I don't want to bring up the past, but Bergevin wasn't the problem. Exactly, Wolverine. Bergevin was not at all the problem. Ducharme did a very poor job developing the young players by putting Suzuki Caufield on the fourth line. Exactly, Wolverine. And Caufield said it himself. Why is he playing better under St. Louis? Because St. Louis is a coach that trusts him, or because he trusts me, or something like that. He said something like that. Either way, it was about trust. And Caufield didn't get that for some reason, Peltier rumors to Montreal. Who the fuck is Peltier, Burrows? Who the fuck is that kid? And when you consider that Price and Allen have been out all season, pretty much all season, the team can take some consolation in knowing they would have been a lot better regardless of the coach. Bob, yeah, exactly. Like the team should not feel like, hey, this is all our fault for the season. Like, no, they should know, hey, our head coach was fucking trash before we got Marty St. Louis. Marty, I like how I'm turning into a French guy now. Marty, or not French. I'm turning into a typical Canadian with the Marty now. But they should know, hey, our coach was terrible and garbage before we hired Marty St. Louis. We lost so many goddamn guys to playoff to injury and COVID, losing half our team. It seems like Danault, Tatar, Stahl, Gustafson, guys like this, and Corey Perry, obviously. There's a lot of reasons that this team was terrible for the most part this year until we hired St. Louis. It just happens. A lot of it has to do with what's his name? Has to do with the charm, Peltier is okay, I've heard of him. Yeah, Jacob Peltier. Okay, yeah. Not a fan of him. Jacob Peltier, not a massive fan of him. I'd rather just get a first round pick, honestly. Like Peltier, sure, I guess would be cool. But I mean, I don't know if I'd want Peltier. Exactly, yeah, Jam. We could still suck. We could suck Sherratt for sure. We could still sign Sherratt UFA. Boss Sauce, how's it going, my guy? I'm worth $60 million. The internet sucks nowadays. I mean, boss, if you think so, that's your opinion, my guy. Yeah, Coyotes came back the other way after Galley gets knocked into the net and knocks the net off. Chance for them, and then the play is blown dead when the Canadiens are coming back. Yeah, Habs got more pressure. They started to look good, and you got to give Bergevin credit. He put the new management in a great situation. Exactly, Wolverine. That's what I've been trying to tell people, and I think that's what I'm gonna have to do with the deadline when we trade out Ben Sherratt and potentially Arturi Lehkonen, and doubtful, but it could happen. Gallagher and Petrie, they could end up maybe being traded. Gallagher has said he doesn't want to stay if we're rebuilding, and Petrie has requested a trade out of Montreal, or he has been asked to give the 5 teams he wouldn't want to be traded to, or whatever that was, So, and yeah, like you said, Wolverine, you got to give Bergevin credit. He put the new management in a great position where they don't need to fully rebuild. They have great young talent, exactly like Suzuki, Caufield. Joshua Wall is looking like a massive steal. Sean Farrell's a massive steal. Gave them pretty much all of their future defense core. Pretty much. More great depth. Raphael Hart-Pinard, I think, is going to be a really good bottom 6 talent. Probably a 4th liner. I could see him maybe being a 3rd liner if he really, really sticks in Montreal. I think the only thing we'd really need is probably that 4th line center, because I think you are going to move Paling to the wing. You have Evans for the future. You got Dvorak. You got Suzuki. That's 3 great centers right there. And hell, if you get, say, a Shane Wright, Brad Lambert, or Matthew Savoy this year, you got Suzuki, Dvorak, one of those 3, and then Evans. So that fixes your center problem right there. Your right wing's looking pretty damn good with Anderson, Caufield, if he goes back there, but it seems like he's playing best as a left winger, apparently. I think your only issue is probably your right wing and your goaltending for the future, which then, that's easily fixable. That is very easily fixable. Hate it or not, but Mayu had the balls of drafting Mayu. Yes, Jam. I've been a fan of Logan Mayu for a while now. I really like Logan Mayu. I love that Bergevin said, hey, whatever he did in his personal life, yeah, sure, it might be bad. How does he play hockey? Fuck what he does in his personal life. How does he play hockey? I love that he went with that. Sure, maybe could have got him in the 2nd round, but it's the reason he went with him in the 1st round, because there were teams that wanted to pick up Logan Mayu in the 2nd round. So Bergevin knew, okay, we have to go with him. We have to take the risk and pick him here. They did. He had the balls for it, and it's looking like it's paying off with how good he's playing in juniors right now. And we'll see if he can convert that into the NHL level, which I am a believer in Mayu. I think he can. But yeah, Jam's even putting it Mayu, Harris, Gooley, Norlander, Romanoff, if you even want to include him, which I personally want to. I was about to say Josh Norris, but no, Brook. Josh Brook apparently could even still come up, And yeah, Zajac's even been good. Exactly, bros. Zajac. Yes, Pat Zajac is now playing for the Montreal Canadiens. But yeah, Jack's eye has even been playing very good. I agree, bros. Yeah, we have a very, very good defensive core for the future for sure. If all these guys pan out, of course. Okay, boys, good show tonight. Hey, thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Love the back and forth discussion. And we saw the mystery Tourette's guy. Yes, we did, Bob. If you have the chance, just go on YouTube. Just look up Tourette's guy. Watch some of his videos because goddamn, they're hilarious. Whether they're the from the official channel or like Best of Tourette's guy or full movies or whatever. They're hilarious, my guy. Bob, you got to check out the Tourette's guy because God damn it, they're funny. Um, as well, so mystery accomplished tonight. Hell yeah, Bob. I'm out. Talk soon, Bob. See you soon, my guy. Keep your stick on the ice, man. Thank you for coming by. All the love to you, my guy. Thank you very much. Coyotes were causing some turnovers, but they had no shots, I believe, in about 6 minutes. Their last goal was their third shot. They had no shots for about 6 minutes. Haven't seen them. Hey, well, Bob, look them up, my guy. They're hilarious. I think you're gonna like them if you haven't seen the Tourette's guy yet, my guy. We'll check them out. Keep your stick on the ice. Hey, thank you, Bob. Much appreciated, man. Cheers. See you in the future, my guy. I just feel like, holy shit, I'm like way behind right now. The truth is out there. Yes, it is boss sauce. I couldn't agree more. Habs get some chances. I predict our decor will be Guli Mayu, Harris Romanoff, Norlander. I keep wanting to pronounce it Ijax, but it's Jaxi. I'm pretty sure it's Jack Eye, or it might be Jack Eye. It's Jack's Eye. I forget how exactly it is. I got to look that up. But yeah, that's if you ask me, pretty goddamn good defensive core. The only issue for me is I don't see a very clear like franchise level defenseman. But I think with how good our team's going to be, you really don't need a franchise defenseman there because I think Gouli is the closest you're going to get there because he does strike me as a more two-way defenseman, more defensively orientated. Mayu strikes me as that. He was compared very much to, I believe, to Brent Burns with that pure offensive strength. I think he's going to be not to the level of him, but the next, in a way, Adam Fox, where he does I'm not talking about like near point per game seasons. I mean, maybe you could do that. I'd love to see him do that, obviously. But I'm talking, maybe like a 50, 55 point season as a defenseman, like really, really damn good offensively. And then, Harris Romanoff is just a very big, punishing defense core. And then Norlander Jack's Eye seems like a pretty damn good bottom pair. Norlander, I do think, strikes me as a guy who would probably play on a lot of teams' top four. Yeah, I think Harris did win defensive defenseman of the year in the NCAA. Let me look that up. Jordan Harris, NCAA, because he might have actually. I'm gonna look it up. Canadiens, yeah, Canadiens. Jordan Harris recognized for terrific NCAA season. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's him getting recognized for defensive defenseman of the year. So yeah, if Jordan Harris is the defensive defenseman of the year in NCAA, and he comes over and brings that over to the NHL, God damn it, I'm gonna love this kid. I'm gonna love that kid. Perfect for the PK. Maybe given a little bit of power play time eventually. And yeah, exactly, bros. We don't need that franchise D-man either. With Hughes focusing in on offense, it'll put more stars up front for sure. For sure, man. Exactly. What it'll do is it'll probably get that great top six filled with not necessarily like straight up stars, but straight up amazing top six talent. Very good bottom six, great defensive core. The only issue for me, I think, for the future would be goaltending. If Montembeault or Primo don't stick, I think goaltending is your only issue for the future. But then again, you can probably get a guy, for example, like a Devin Levi or Spencer Knight. There's probably those goaltending prospects that you can get in the late rounds of either this draft or next draft, where it's like, all right, we see something in this kid. I wonder if Hughes and Gordon are maybe scouting for that potential next goaltender for the Canadiens, because Devin Levi was like a 6th round pick, and I love Devin Levi. He's going to be a top 10 goalie in the NHL, in my opinion. I love Devin Levi. He's going to be great. Him and Spencer Knight. If the Canadiens, if he had been available, if Caufield was gone, I would have wanted the Canadiens to draft Spencer Knight. I really like Spencer Knight in that 2019 draft class. I was a really big fan of Spencer Knight, and I really wanted them to pick him. Then we got Caufield, and it's all worked out. With the amount of vets we have, we will be able to trade for a goalie with those prospects that come in. Exactly, bros. And with the amount of prospects that we do have, not all of them are going to be on the Canadiens. For example, say Jan Mercic, Jan Misek. As much as I love the kid, for example, say he doesn't quite click in the Habs lineup, we could trade him to fix something we need. Like, for example, say backup goaltending or right wing depth. We could trade someone like, say, a Jan Misek or something, or another player. I can't think of anyone specifically. One of her defensive prospects maybe, and trade one of those guys to get something that we can fix. Exactly. The amount of vets too, the amount of veterans and the amount of prospects, not all of them, like I said, are going to fit into the lineup. Some will probably end up being traded. I do. That is something you also gotta keep in mind. And yeah, Harris would be a fit for Romanoff, exactly, who likes to attack, likes to lay that body. So when he doesn't, if he causes a turnover, Harris just, all right, time to play defense. Time to do what I do best, pretty much. And Jordan Harris, he's like he's Canadian, isn't he? He's Canadian, but playing in the NCAA, because I feel like Jordan Harris sounds like a very Canadian name for some reason. Where am I? Habs got a few great chances. Really good look for Romanoff, actually. Had a really nice slapper from Suzuki, but he gets stopped by Velmelka. Canadians then get more push. Looked pretty good. They wanted the goal, and we would get it. We scored. Laurent Dauphin gets a shot from the point. It's a very weird double deflection off two Coyotes. Looks like Matthew Perreault might have tipped it. As far as I know, they've kept the goal as Laurent Dauphin. He gets the goal from Jeff Petrie, and it was actually Yoel Armia right in front of the net. So I don't think I've put that assist down for Armia. I'm going to go do that right now. But it is a 2-1 deficit for the Montreal Canadiens. Not bad, not bad. We're only down by one at this point, looking like we might have what it takes to come back in this game. Canadians then get more pressure. Galley nearly puts one home for the tie. Coyotes then went about 11 minutes without a shot, and I was getting kind of scared. Two things. One, hello, boys, to that Harris kid from Massachusetts. Luca, thank you for coming by, my guy. And yeah, Harris kid is from Massachusetts. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And yeah, bros, it's from the U.S. Boston area. Yeah, there you go. So he's from Boston. He's a Boston kid. Gotta go. Before I leave, quick shout out to my guy, Rem Pitlick. He keeps proving everyone wrong. He's been playing amazing for a guy. Exactly, JMC. I keep forgetting about Rem Pitlick to mention him. He strikes me as a guy who could be a good bottom six, who will be a good bottom six guy for the Canadiens for at least the next couple years, I think. And I'm really liking Rem Pitlick. Really hope we can get an extension worked out with him. Or hell, even if we trade him at the deadline, we got him for free. So it's a free pickup. Whatever we get from him, even if it's a seventh, it's worth it, Or not necessarily worth it, but it's, it's a win for us because we get value out of Pitlick. But I think we are going to try and work out an extension with him. Really liking Rem Pitlick. Jam, I agree. Really liking what we've gotten out of Rem Pitlick so far. Hey, I just wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on the Carolina Hurricanes extending Kotkaniemi for 8 years? Wolverine, I think it's hilarious. They pay a first and a third to give him $6 million. They just help us out by giving us a first that we can use to acquire Christian Dvorak then. Fucking hell, excuse me, Jesus Christ. And they extend him for 8 years because, hey, we need to prove to the Canadians that this was worthwhile for us. And they give a bottom six forward $4.5 million for 8 seasons for a guy who's at best going to be a fringe second liner and will only reach the second line because Carolina does not have depth for the future. And I find it funny for a guy like Seth Jarvis, who plays center, who they have as well, who can be their second line center. KK plays the wing. He's probably stuck at third line left wing, in my opinion. I think it's hilarious. Carolina didn't want to, again, I just want to remind everybody, Carolina did not want to sign Alex Nedeljkovic for $3 million. So traded him for a third-round pick. They did not want to sign Dougie Hamilton. And yet, they sign Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Also, I want to point out, boys, Bergevin is very smart. Was going to go after Anthony. Actually, wanted to go after Tony DeAngelo. Anthony DeAngelo wanted to go after Anthony DeAngelo. Yeah, wanted to go after Tony DeAngelo, but he just didn't want to come to Montreal. So, yeah. Brind'Amour doesn't really like KK. He's been 8 minutes per game. No, he's not. Oh my God. And there's obviously not like a sign and trade going in place because he hasn't been traded. So yeah, that's a garbage ass signing then. That's even worse because I thought he was playing third line minutes. So if he's on the fourth line playing less than 8 minutes, $4 million, Carolina. You've outdone yourself this time, my guys. You don't want to sign Sebastian Aho to $5.5 million, but you'll sign KK for only $1 million less. And the difference between them is 3 lines. That's what I heard this morning on 91.9 Sports. Hey, yeah, Jam. I mean, I could probably look it up myself. I just find it hilarious if he is playing less than 8 minutes per game and he got $4.7 million or $4.5, whatever the contract is, for 8 years too. Beautiful. Beautiful. Don Waddell has not lost his Atlanta Thrashers ways. He has not lost those ways in the slightest. Coyotes then went to the power play with about 4 minutes left. A very minor cross-checking against Edmondson that shouldn't have been called. And I say shouldn't have been called because there was shit like this that went on all night that just didn't get called because players didn't go down. Habs were able to kill it off. Montembeault had 3 saves, and Romanov had 3 blocked shots at this stage in the game. We were 1-for-1 on the PK tonight. Exactly, Wolverine. Exactly. Aho is miles better than KK, and yet they didn't want to give Aho $1 million more. And they only did so because Montreal offer sheeted him. How funny would that have been, boys? How funny would that have been? That is very funny. I like how Montreal helps out Carolina, technically, because, we gave him what we gave him what they didn't want to sign him to, but technically it's a bargain now. I find it funny. We help out Carolina and they're like, hey, fuck you. And they offer sheet Kotkaniemi and Montreal just like, $6 million. We got a first and a third. Thank you. We just got to go out and sign someone. All right, let's get Christian Dvorak, I guess. He's on the block. He fits our needs. It's fucking funny. Carolina helps us. That's funny, my guy. Hey, Fajo, don't worry about being late, my guy. It's all good. Flyers fans will always have flashbacks of that draft when they drafted Cam York and see Caufield's success. Exactly, Burrows. I think every team in front of – well, I don't know about every team because, who was drafted in that 2019 draft class? That was what? The Cale Makar class as well, right? I'm pretty sure that was the Cale Makar class. Yeah, that was the Hughes and Capo draft class. Yeah, see. Who was picked ahead of Cole Caufield? Number 14, obviously, was Cam York. 13 was Spencer Knight. That kid's really good. I like Spencer Knight. Matthew Boldy, who I think is going to be pretty good. Victor Soderstrom, Vasily Podkolzin, Trevor Zegras, goddamn, Philip Broberg, Dylan Cousins, Maureen Sire, Alex Turcotte, Byram, which would be really good if not for all the concussions, Kirby Doc, Capo and Jack Hughes. So yeah, right now looking at the just out of the whole draft, yeah, maybe not because Trevor Zegras and Peyton Krebs, but goal scoring, Caufield's probably the best pure goal scorer coming out of that draft class in my opinion. At least I think. So the Oats went to the power play, we killed it off, and then the Coyotes score about 5 seconds after the power play expires. Nick Ritchie right in front of the net barely avoids goaltender interference to get the tap-in goal. It was 3-1. Carolina Coyotes. I believe that was that might have been actually not Sherrod. Was it? It might have been Sheneman in front of the net actually avoiding the. No, I think it was Petrie because Petrie was on the PK. I think that was either Petrie or Sheneman. I'm pretty sure in front of the net, not blocking Ritchie. And then it's 4-1 Coyotes with 11 seconds left in the first period. 3 goals on their last 3 shots. Barrett Hayton gets the goal. Romanov tried to settle a puck. That's his first bad play in a long time, Romanov. So very impressive. Very impressive. He's gone this long without making a mistake. It just sucks that the one he makes ends up in a goal. But it's 4-1 Coyotes with 11 seconds left in the first. Funny enough, that would end up being the game winner. Pizzetta throws the body in the final few seconds. I thought he was going to fight someone. I was very surprised he didn't. I was really wanting Caufield too when it hit Florida's turn, and every time I heard from the U.S. national team development program, I was thinking, oh no, yeah, exactly. It was someone else. Yeah, exactly. Like the U.S. development national hockey program, like that class was fucking stacked. Jack Hughes, Alex Turcotte, Trevor Zegras, and then this is crazy. All 4 in a row. Matthew Boldy, Spencer Knight, Cam York, and Cole Caufield. And then that's the last guy picked from the national development program until Alex Vlasic in the second round. Then it's Drew Hellison, who just got traded. Then it's, who else is it? U.S. National. Dominic Frenson, who I don't think I know that well. He's a Carolina prospect. Then Henry Thrun in the 4th round. Case McCarthy to New Jersey. Owen Lindmark to Florida. Funny enough, right after, it was Frederick Dickchow to us. Goaltender, hell yeah. Then it was Judd Caufield. So I don't think these two guys are related. Judd Caufield, because Judd spells his name slightly different than Cole. But either way, Montreal, get on that right now. Yep, Marcus, yeah, Caufield, 2 goals in 8 seconds exactly, my guy. Just check real quick. KK's average is 9 minutes, 30 seconds per game. In the last 8, and one of them played only 6 minutes. $4.5 million. You keep outdoing yourself, Carolina. You give up a first and a third for the guy. We flip your first for a legitimate second line center in Christian Dvorak. 6 minutes a game. 6 minutes of ice time for KK. I just got yelled at to wear my mask, but Nevada hasn't had a mask mandated at me in a while. And they screamed at me. Oh shit, Marcus, that fucking sucks, man. Rate this prospect pool. Nick Suzuki, Eric Branson, Peyton Krebs, Cody Glass. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good in my opinion, Marcus. I don't think you should trade any of those guys. That's a pretty good draft. That's a pretty good prospect pool. Aside from Cody Glass, I think he's going to be a third liner. All three of those guys, those other guys are going to be elite. Well, yeah, Marcus, 4.8 is better than 6.1, but when you're playing 9 minutes per night, yeah, no, that's not good when you're playing 9 minutes and then getting $4.8 million next year. Technically, it's even worse because he's putting up 9 minutes per game, making $6.1 million. I can play KK's ice. Yeah, Burrows, I could play KK's ice time 30-second shifts. Zach, you guys killed Vegas. Oh shit, what was the final score of that game? Kaplan, how's it going, my guy? Much appreciated that you are coming by, my guy. Thank you. Vegas hasn't been good. I wonder if we miss the playoffs. So, Marcus, given you guys have Jack Eichel, probably. I like Vegas, but god damn it, you guys probably missed the playoffs since acquiring Jack Eichel. 7-3 Winnipeg. Wow. Wow, Vegas. Wow. I guess that's what happens when Leonard's on LTIR and Vegas fans start shitting on Leonard and then he gets injured and you're probably begging for him back by now. I'm not saying Marcus is doing that, but yeah, Vegas fans that wanted Leonard gone. Bet you're wanting him back now. Eichel is cursed. Yes, he is, Marcus. Yes, Eichel is cursed, which is why I didn't want him in Montreal. There's a reason we weren't giving up Suzuki and or Caufield in an Eichel trade. There's a reason. Dude, I streamed it. Goals are. Oh, thank you, Zach. Yeah, I saw you guys were live. I was gonna come by, but I was like, shit, my Wi-Fi's garbage. I don't think I can do that. But yeah, Eichel will turn Vegas to Buffalo 2.0. Oh God, bros, I wouldn't wish that on fucking Edmonton. I would not wish Buffalo 2.0 on Edmonton. Jesus. Dubois looking good in Winnipeg. Still wishing he pulls a Tavares 2.0. Signs UFA eventually in Montreal. JM, understandable. I do like Pierre-Luc Dubois. I think he's a good third-line center. Hey, let's go, Zach LG. Thank you, my guy. Much appreciated. So the shots are 11-7 Canadiens, but it's 4-1 Coyotes. I assumed Primo was going in. Montembeault has to be burnt out from how many starts he just got, and Primo would, period. Fun fact, he would not allow a goal all game. So if we had scored one more goal, if we had scored, he allowed one goal. He allowed one goal, actually. I'm sorry. He allowed one goal. So, yeah, not bad, actually. If losing twice to both Seattle and Arizona can't get a Shane right, then honestly, bro. Well, NZA, given apparently the new draft rules not forbid, but apparently make it less likely for the worst team to get, for the worst team in the league to get first overall, then maybe we should start trying to get second or third. Patches, Stone, White. Oh, Jesus. Pat, I just puked in my mouth saying Patches. But Pacioretty, Stone, Whitecloud, Martinez, Patrick as well as Leonard are injured. Oh, Jesus. I mean, hey, Marcus. Be lucky you aren't the Kings literally icing an AHL defense. Be lucky you're not the Kings, my guy. NCAA quality technically is different because the light right above me burned out. So I'm using my lamp and the other light that just like flips on and on. I'm using my lamp with the other light. So technically the quality is different, just not like in the way that you were. Like I didn't get a new camera or anything. I'll take Dubois, but not Tavares 2.0. Yeah, bros. Yeah, I would sign Dubois for maybe $4 million. Maybe that. Because keep in mind, we're probably going to have Suzuki and if not Dvorak, then probably one of, like I said, Wright, Savoy, or Lambert. So yeah, Dubois maybe $4 million. Depends what type of ice time we'd give him. I hate injuries. Why can't it be like Child 22? Exactly, Marcus. I hate injuries too, my guy. So that's completely understandable. So yeah. Canadiens in the opening minute had some nice moves. Coyotes then back the other way, got a few chances. Gallagher then took an obvious slashing call. That's really bad. I've not liked Galley's play at all. in the past couple games. Actually, no. Actually, he had two good chances. He actually had two pretty okay looks. They're both pretty good passes in my opinion. Just he couldn't finish on them, and I wasn't a fan of that. 20 seconds in, Kessel takes a hooking penalty to avoid a 2-on-1 with Byron. So yeah, we were 2 for 2 in the PK tonight. Burrows, do you think they trade Hoffman by the deadline? I don't know about that. Burrows, honestly. I feel like Hoffman's probably sticking around. I feel like if we move Hoffman, which I don't think we will, but if we do, I feel like Hoffman's more of an off-season type of move. I feel like Hoffman is more of an off-season type of deal. Maybe like at the draft, if we can get another first somehow. I don't know about that. But yeah, I don't think we should trade Hoffman. At least give him another year with the organization. NHL 22, biblical Old Testament style death, skates it off and ready for next game. Exactly, Zach. Exactly. Just these scars in my hand hurt, but you know what? Hey, fuck it. I'm ready to go in, coach. Like I don't mind. I'm going in. I think Galley gets traded at the draft. For some reason, I see a big trade happening. Burrows, yeah, I could see a pretty big trade happening. I could see that too. Yeah, I can see that maybe. So yeah, Habs on the 4-on-4 get a few chances. Suzuki and Caufield get shots on net. Coyotes then look incredible. Primo robs them with some really, really damn big saves. Hole in my head makes more aerodynamic on the back check. Exactly, Zach. Hole in my head just makes you more aerodynamic on the back check. Missing half my goddamn guts and my stomach makes me faster. I don't give a shit, coach. I'm good. Put me out there. I got fucking shot. Too bad. My fucking chest is just gonna absorb it. Get me out there. Deal or no deal. To Montreal, Patrick Laine. To Columbus, Gallagher, 2022 second, 2024 third, and Jan Misek. As much as I love Jan Misek, if we can have a 1-2 scoring punch of Caufield and Laine, because here's the thing. Here's the caveat. If Laine wants to sign with Montreal, 100% I'll do that deal. 100%. If Patrick Laine wants to sign to Montreal, I will do that trade 100%. You get rid of a monstrous contract with Brendan Gallagher, and you only get rid of a second and a third, granted in pretty deep draft class. And I love Jan Misek, but if you can get Laine out of that, who could be a 40 goal scorer in the league, god damn it, I would like that. Laine comes with an 8-year, 9.5. He's what, 23 right now? 23 right now. He'd be 31, 9.5. I don't know. I don't know about that, honestly. $9.5 million for 8 years. Unless it's supposed to be $8 million by 9.5 seasons, and he's a free agent halfway through a season, but I don't think that's the case. Laine, Suzuki, Caufield would be a damn good line, Marcus. I do agree. Randy, we could do a poll. I just don't know what to do a poll. Even by turning injuries off, some players like Duran, Letang, Price, Perreault, Crosby, whatever, will find a way to get injured. No offense to these players. Exactly, NCA. Like Crosby, he always has a point per game season. He's always got 82 plus points in the year, and he's always out for like 10 plus games. And then he comes back and he's like, all right, I'm back. So what did I miss the past 14 games? I'm good to go. I'm like brand new. I don't know what I missed, but yeah, let's do it. Exactly, NCA. Like I love Duran, but damn. Yeah, he gets injured a lot, unfortunately. If we keep Weber's LTIR, that Laine trade could work. See, I'm interested. How the hell does keeping Weber's LTIR help us, and how does it help us if we get rid of it? Because I know a team like Arizona needs to get to the cap floor. So, for example, taking on Weber's LTIR could help them do that in the future. But what about him being on LTIR would help Montreal? Obviously, if we traded back to Nashville, then obviously it would help us because, all right, Nashville, and it would help Nashville because, okay, they don't get the salary cap. Okay, they don't get the cap on these if he retires. Yeah. Deal to Vegas, Weber, to Montreal 2024 third. I would take it. If Canucks don't make playoffs, any trade rumors, boss. Apparently, some teams are interested in Connor Garland. There's the other guy, not JT Miller, the other guy that's more likely to be traded, apparently. Not Brock Besser. Who is it? It might be Brock Besser, actually. I know there's been rumors for JT Miller, Brock Besser, Connor Garland, and there's someone else. I forget who. But yeah, I don't know. I could see maybe Brock Besser being the most likely to move. Be pick in 2010. Yeah, I'd say so. Faggio. I'd say definitely one of her biggest gems. Montreal bust, David Fletcher. I guess these are like biggest first round gems and busts. Or no, can't be. I'm dumb. I can't be. I'm dumb. Yeah, because that's like Galley was a fifth rounder. Yeah, Montreal bust, David Fletcher, 29th overall pick in 2006. Literally didn't play in the NHL. Who fucking Kyle beached that guy's ass? Poll suggestion is Montembeault a top 8, top 16? Well, here's the thing, Randy. No one's going to say he's a top 8 goalie. No one's going to say he's a top 16 goalie. Here's the thing, Randy. You can't say, oh, top 8 as in like, oh, straight 8. Because there's not just 32 goalies. Oh, he was 20th overall. Oh, 20th overall. I see, Fajo. Thank you. It's not like there's just straight 32 goaltenders. If we're talking about tandems and we're going like say Price Montembeault or like Montembeault Primo, then like yeah, probably. But here's the thing, Primo kind of brings down Montembeault. So, like I like the idea. It's just I think it definitely does need to be reworked because Montembeault, no one's gonna say he's a top 8 goalie. No one's gonna say he's a top 16. Some people I think would say he's a top 24. But like bottom 8 goaltender, like I don't know if there's like a bottom 8 if we're just going off every team's, like if we're talking every team's bet like current starter. So like Vegas is without Leonard, whoever played for them tonight is technically their starter. If we're going off that, like every team's current starting goaltender, including like with injuries and everything, like who their current starters are, then yeah, that poll could maybe work. I don't know. Reports are Stone isn't 100%, but he probably could come back and play. Really, Marcus? I thought you guys are like over the cap if he like I thought you guys would be over the cap if Stone comes back in the regular season, or is it Martinez? Montreal would be sick. He was immature by playing Fortnite a lot. I mean, to be fair, I can't understand why. But it's better than being a locker room cancer because technically he didn't disturb anybody or punch someone. Exactly, NZ. He just fucking likes playing video games, And even if he does play video games like right now, like fuck, he's scoring really well in Columbus. I bought you the best Jim Carrey movie ever. Thank you, Boss House, for buying me. Thank you for buying me the number 23. I mean, it wasn't first overall. Yeah, it could be worse. I agree, bros. It could be. I think the headlines of Montreal, Toronto. Yeah, Matthews versus Laine would be fucking great. I mean, obviously Montreal would win that every time because Laine and Caufield are better than Matthews, obviously. But yeah, we'll see. I want to go rated as a goalie, not a tandem. All right. So this is what we'll do, boys, for the poll. This is what we'll do. Let's see. Okay, as with everyone's, you answered my question when you say about eating. You answered my question when you say about rating top 32 goalies. What do you mean? Like, but here's the thing: we're not rating just the top 32 goaltenders because it's not like there's only 32 goalies in the league. There's at least 64 because every team needs a backup. But then there's also third goalies that come in. There's also some fourth goaltenders. So there's not just 64. There's probably about 70 to 75 goaltenders that play in a given year, sometimes even more Philadelphia. So for me, it's very strange just to go, just top 32. That's why I say, like, if we rank it off of every team's current starter or with injuries and current right this second rosters, where does Montembeault rank for goalies? All right, let's do this. Number 1, Thad Cap. Miami was literal fucking garbage in Montreal. Number 9 through number 18. Number 19 through number 26. No, I can't do it like that. Okay, number 7 through 32. All right, this is what we'll do, boys. We'll do it through number 1 through 8. 9 through number 18, number 19 through 26, number 27 through number 32. Boyos, answer this question. With injuries and like current right to second roster, so Leonard's on LTIR, Leonard's injured, Price is injured, Allen's injured, every team's like current right now starters. Where does Montembeault rank for I should actually mark this down. Where does Montembeault rank for starting goaltenders? Where does Montembeault rank as as starter goalie. Fuck it, that's the best way to. That's the best way to do it. There we go, boys. I mean, Ryan, given that we have more talent than the Jets, I think it's pretty funny how you don't owe me anything. Lamau buy a Christmas gift again. Hey, thank you, Boss Sauce, my guy. You don't owe me anything. I'm gonna buy a Christmas gift again. Hey, let's go, Boss Sauce. Hell yeah, my guy. I mean, Ryan, it's funny. Who won the series last year? Jets swept by the Habs last season. To Habs sweep when it means something. Exactly, Burrows. We can get swept by the Red Wings and like the Sabres and the Senators when it fucking, it's like regular season, whatever. Then when it comes to playoffs, that's when the sweeps matter. That's when we come out and do the sweeping. So I find it funny. These Jets fans are gonna talk trash when it's like we beat them last time we faced them in the playoffs, and the only time we faced them in the playoffs because they're never gonna get to the Stanley Cup final, let alone against the Habs. So you don't have any talent on the Habs. Dream on your team has nothing. Well, that's funny that this team has nothing. Beat your team last year. I find it funny. Jesse from Bar down his right line over Matthews because at least Matthews knew he was on a shit team and just went bye Matthews too. Matthew Toole took it the hard way. Exactly, NBA. Randy, yeah, Jets fans are funny, my guy. I want to buy some Spider-Man movies here. Boss Sauce, yeah. Start with the original trilogy. I'd recommend Spider-Man 2.1 instead of the standard Spider-Man 2 DVD because I believe it comes with the same features as the original Spider-Man 2 DVD, but includes some stuff. And I believe you even get like a bonus disc, The Villains of Spider-Man 3, if you want to get like some fun behind the scenes from production when it was going on and like filming them. It's going to be a big hot take that a lot of people are gonna unsub for me but and my stream just went unstable because I brought that up. Rip. But yeah. Where the hell am I? I am thy big dumb. Oh, as soon as it ends, yeah, Canadiens power play ends like as soon as it starts. And 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Habs get some momentum, few chances for us. Habs then get some more good looks trying to score. Valmelka was getting into the game. Coyotes went back the other way, some looks. Primo made some good saves. Then there was a missed delay of game puck over glass penalty on the Coyotes. I don't know if they showed a replay and it went off a stick or went off the glass and out. But to me, it looked like it was a missed delay of game, interestingly. Then out of midair, Armia's shot gets found by Valmelka, or Armia midair shot gets found by Valmelka. Coyotes back the other way, get a few speedy chances. We were laying the body. We were hitting pretty hard. Deficit. Then Lehkonen gets 4 cross checks and there's no penalty. Yeah, that's how fucked the refs were tonight. They were almost Vegas Golden refs bad. They were almost that bad tonight. Then the Coyotes go to the power play. Hoffman with a light volume. It would be with my just my mic. It wouldn't. I'm not like using a mixer or anything. It's just it would be right with my mic. There's this guy named Brian Lawton who went first overall in 1983 to the Minnesota North Stars. 266 points, 483 games. He was a bust. Oof. This was the draft. Eisman went 4th. LaFontaine went 3rd, and Cam Neely went 9th. Oof, Fazio, indeed. That is. And we are done. 2 for 3 on the PK tonight. Game was getting pretty physical. Both teams hitting and shoving. Then we'd go to the power play. Nick Ritchie, fucking prick, cross checks and punches Weidman after a clean hit on Sheneman. And by the way, I want to point out late in the game, Romanov had a very goddamn good hit on a Coyote. Really, really crunched him in the corner. But with Cole fucking Caufield, a beauty of a snipe from Weidman and Armia. 5-2, 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. And then Caufield, 8 seconds later, 2 goals in 8 seconds. Holy shit, I was jumping for joy. 5 for 3. What a god. 5-14 Canadiens. Opening minute, Habs were doing incredible. We missed a wide open net 30 seconds in. Habs had more pressure. All the momentum was with us. We were getting nonstop shots. It felt like Coyotes then went to the power play. Lehkonen got called for hold. Come down. They would come down a lot, or they would come down shorthanded and just skate into the zone with the puck, force the Yotes to make passes in their own zone. They couldn't get it up, and it was very, very good. So we were 3 for 4 on the PK tonight. Caufield had a few looks, but gets stripped to the puck. Habs get some good defense in return. Canadiens almost got the wide open net. Perreault barely misses. Dauphin then followed up, tried to bury it for his second of the game. That would be something that happened a lot in this third period, especially like exclusively in the third period. Actually, Canadians had several fucking incredible chances at empty nets, and Yotes were just positioned perfectly to stop it. Very lucky positioning as well. Um, Habs had more pressure. This was looking incredible for us. We were looking great. Even worse, a former Detroit GM said that the North Stars just picked Yzerman first overall instead of Lawton. He thinks that Minnesota wouldn't move to Dallas. Yeah, no Dallas Stars and no Minnesota Wild. I mean, I do think they still would move to Dallas. I just think, well, not Minnesota would have moved to Dallas. I just think Dallas would have gotten an expansion team, I think. That's interesting, Fazio. That is a very interesting point. I wonder if they had picked Yzerman or Pat LaFontaine first overall, what would have happened? Exactly, Burrows. Yeah, exactly. Ryan only comes in with the Habs losing, the Jets win. Boss, did Dallas win? I don't know if Dallas won. No, Dallas lost 4-0 to the Maple Leafs tonight. Thank you. And yes, you are still alive. I can see your comments. I'm just you're just typing so goddamn fast I can barely read. Yeah, refs were terrible. Missed cross-check as Lehkonen got yet another. He took it felt like 19 different cross-checks tonight, and none of them got called. But as far as my counter went, it was 5. Caufield gets held, no penalty. Fucking ridiculous. Refs were terrible tonight. And then more missed chances. Suzuki's line. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, great for the Leafs. They keep winning, and great for the Canucks because I believe I want to say that they I want to say the Canucks are only now 2 points back. I want to say the Canucks play tonight. Also, thank you guys for ranking Montembeault as a number 1 through number 8 goaltender in the NHL right now. I appreciate it. With injuries and whatnot, I appreciate it. Holy shit! Red Wings and Oilers are tied at 5. Yes, Canucks are up 4-2 over the Devils right now. So this is a massive game for them. A massive, massive game for them. Yeah, exactly. Dallas is climbing in the mess. York. Imagine Cam York in Minnesota. Imagine Cam Ward. Imagine Cam Neely or Steve Yzerman in Detroit. Instead of, hey, let's go see Brian Lawton. It's, hey, just denied the move for a few years. But I don't know. I don't know if Brian Lawton was the sole reason they moved to Dallas. Like, I know they weren't really selling tickets. It's just interesting. We face them next game. Do we, NZA? Oh, yeah, we do face the Red Wings next game. Do we? Wait, what? Who do we face next game? Am I dumb? No, Montreal. Who do we face next game? NHL, come on, give me Montreal Canadiens. Murray taken from mine. Yes, I know that. All right, fuck off. Hey, welcome back, Marcus. X-Mix Skiff next year coming again. You are great. Boss, so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, more missed chances. Suzuki's line had a great wide open net, but Arizona, really, really lucky positionings. If we had hit these empty nets, this game would have probably been, at this point, we would have been 6-5 Canadiens or 7-5 Canadiens. We were incredible. We were amazing. We in this third period, we just could not get those wide open nets when they were available. Yotzen had a few chances on defense, but Canadians with good defense. Habs didn't get a 3-on-1, but Galley just wasn't able to find either a shot or a pass. That just sucked. Habs with more pressure. Canadians not able to score. Yotes turning the puck over a lot. We just weren't able to get in the zone. They were playing with 3 players. We cleared 3 players on the blue line. Very smart. We got more looks. We were trying hard. But, yeah, nothing was found. Can Devils win so maybe we have a chance to make it even though I still have no hopes? Fazio, apparently not because the Devils are not good at this point in the year. Marty St. Louis then pulled Primo with 4:45 left in the faceoff in the Yotes zone. I was a big fan of the strategy. I loved it. Clearly going for the win, down by 2, and then Brendan Gallagher fucks it up. Cole Caufield and Brendan Gallagher have some miscommunication. Galley throws it to the blue line without looking to see if there's anyone there, and there is someone there. It's a fucking coyote who jumps at Gallagher and starts biting him. No, it's not an actual coyote. It's an Arizona. Loved it. Clearly going for the win, down by 2. And then Brent starts biting him. No, it's not an actual coyote. It's an Arizona coyote, which is arguably worse than a legitimate coyote. But it's a coyote there, grabs the puck, and just throws it down. It's Nick Schmaltz getting the empty net goal. Coyote, which is arguably yeah, Brendan Gallagher. Can't wait till he's gone as a Montreal Canadien. I can't wait. Habs couldn't get anything in the final minutes. They were deflated. Final shots were 40-19 Canadiens. 22 games away, boys. Cole Caufield, 2 months away from the we are probably still a good few months away from getting to play PS2 games and like GameCube era, because for some reason my capture card run properly. No one's buying this bullshit excuse, but I'm doing it to save my ass legally. But yeah, it needs a new computer to be able to run properly. So yeah, again, big shout out to Heinz, fucking mad lad, getting me a new computer built for the channel. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at that for the incoming future. Daniel and Timu fucking Solani. Wow. Imagine Quebec having one of those dudes. Maybe no Colorado Avs. Exactly, Fagio. Who knows? What 76 goal season? I do still think they do move to Colorado because it was really like it was management and not having a fucking arena. You know, like just imagine cube game. And yeah, I need a new computer for my capture card to work. You guys get what I mean. You guys know you're not dumb. Even if you don't, you probably have an idea. But yeah, it needs those things to run. So yeah. So yeah, we're still probably another 2 months out. So it's probably gonna be right about, funny enough, probably right about my birthday actually, when I'm gonna be getting the new computer. And once I do, I will start making more videos. For now, I'm gonna start working on off-season content. I've got HRHSL content probably coming out in the next coming weeks if I can get my HRHSL content probably coming out in the next time. I gotta start working on that. I'm sorry guys that I haven't worked on that. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I just haven't been working on that at all lately. I've got more content I can put out, Habs related stuff, probably some movie reviews if I'm able to get them ready. But who knows? Maybe I'll just start doing like movie podcasts, maybe like the movie podcast, or name it something funny and generic like that, and just like review a movie every episode or something. It'll probably be like 3.5 hours long because god damn it, I like going on tangents. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so enough rambling. I'm going to get to the stats and the outro of the stream. Nick Suzuki leads the Canadiens with 16 goals, 27. Turi Lehkonen has 12 goals, 15 assists, 25 points. Mike Hoffman, 12 goals, 11 assists, 23 points. Tyler Toffoli, 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points. Yo, with the team. Colorado and the Avs Northeast would be really weird. Now I should trade Team Moose Line to the Avalanche just to be like, hey, let's do it again. Nice to know you. Let's do it again. How we did it in a one night stand. Droda. Or I don't know what the fucking lines of that Pia Mia song. Pia Mia was the original Dua Lipa, just with a very worse name. And as well, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. Zach, how's it going, my guy? Thank you for coming by for the end of the stream. Brendan Gallagher is 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. Thank you for coming by for the end of the stream. Brendan Gallagher is 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. Jeff Petrie, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 stats, and the outro. Yoel Armia, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Romanov, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Sammy Niku is currently in the AHL with 5 assists. Matthew Perreault, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. Paul Byron, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Jesse Leon, Kale Clegg, each with a goal and assist. Clegg is currently hurt. Leon is actually been recalled. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's stream, guys. There's anymore. Cedric Paquette and Corey Shanneman, each with 2 assists. To do it for today's stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I am out. Bryce, we've got no Puff Clubs. We're going to take part on the, if you remember, the Mod Squad. Thank you for moderating comments on your streams and monetized. Links in the description under the Amazon wishes, the PO box, and the PayPal. The Discord I can't think of right now is much greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harris. Again, and I am out. Stay classy, boys. I'm Montreal. And always remember, no matter how bad we are, like last year, how good we are, how good, much greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for how good we are like last year, how bad we are like this year. Go ahead, enjoy your night. Happy. Thank you guys for coming by. Thank you for the 11 likes. I forget where he is apparently one of the top 8 goaltenders in the league right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Harris, and I'm out. Love you guys. See you guys in the future. Stay classy, boys. See you, boys. Love you guys. Bye. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.